let's start this up. I'm gonna try playing with the controller. I don't know which is going to be better, but I did notice that in options there was already a button prompt for controller, and I just feel like it would be awkward to always be clicking those button prompts. Anyway, we're playing Thimbleweed Park. Okay, so we have casual mode. Or hard mode. See, on the one hand, I genuinely feel like I can manage the gameplay, whatever it turns out to be. But at the same time, I don't want to miss out on, like, puzzles. Though there is always the worry that a puzzle could wind up slowing things down. You know what? Let's fire up hard mode. I love how in the background there's just I love basic. You know what? Let's keep it simple. Text above the cursor indicates an interactive object. What just happened? I feel like there was more to that tutorial, but it wasn't reacting to any of my button presses. Maybe pulling out the controller for this was the wrong decision. You know what? I'm actually going to make the assumption that pulling out the controller was indeed the wrong decision. And I'm going to just stick with point and click. Thimbleweed City Park, city limit. Population 80, elevation 14. Thimbleweed Park city limit. The meeting. And I got an achievement for that. I have done nothing, but okay then. Trestle Trail. Oh, I thought he was dead.
I fly halfway around the world and an odd note is waiting for me in my hotel room. It says to come to the bridge down by the river. This looks like the place. I could really go for some Wiener Schnitzel after the long walk out here.
So we have a note. Boris, I'm glad you've decided this is the right solution to our problem. There are eyes everywhere, so follow these steps precisely. For your own protection, leave your ID in your hotel room. Go to the river down by the Trestle Trail bridge. Turn off the... I love how he's checked off those elements. Turn off the light above the Trestle Trail sign so I know you've arrived. Meet me at the large entrance to the underground sewers. Make sure you're not followed.
It is my wallet, and it has $252 American in it. It is my wallet, and it has $252 American in it. I am sure the poor fellow could use the money, but I am not here for philanthropic purposes.
I wanted to.
It is the keycard for my room. It is a pillow bear prototype. Turn the bear inside out and you get a pillow. Very top secret.
Alright, we can open the gate. I'm supposed to meet someone down
I
here.
am supposed to meet someone down here. Have you seen anyone?
Do you have any whiskey?
Are you sure you have not seen anyone?
I'm glad Chuck is dead. Ruined my life.
Wake up, sir. Wake up, sir. Wake up, sir. I have to go. Sleep well. I am sure this man is not the one I'm meeting, so he does not get the prototype. I have to go. Sleep well.
Can I actually?
I
Dang
have
it.
to go. Sleep well.
Pick up Willie.
I have to go. Sleep well.
Alright. I'll do some actual making progress.
Trestle Trail to Thimbleweed Park. 1.7 miles.
Okay,
I
so I
wonder
can
how
pick
I
up
can
the
turn
rock.
off the light to let them know I wonder if I can use this rock to put out the light. There! I've completed step 3 of the note. Now for step 4. I broke the bulb, all in a good cause.
So the reason I wanted to try this game was that Kevin played it for a couple of videos a while ago. Wait, hang on, sorry. I want to go back. Oh, if I jitter click this, I go fast.
I have to go. Sleep well. That would just make a dent. That would be very nice of me to give my hotel card to this poor man, but I need a place to stay myself. It is a rock.
Okay. Oh, I can just hold it. I don't have to jitter click. But yeah, call me Kevin play. What the? Did we just get attacked by a ghost? I'm confused. None of us were prepared for what we'd find that night, or how much it would change us all. Yeah, Kevin played this a couple of times a few years back, but he never finished it, and I've always been curious. Oh. Hang on, there is something I need to do. As soon as I can pause.
So tell me again why you're here.
I was assigned to the case by the Home Office in Albuquerque.
There is no home office in Albuquerque.
It's neat to know.
Look, I like working a case alone. I especially don't need some junior agent messing up my investigation. Especially some junior agent that thinks I don't know there isn't a home office in Albuquerque. So stay out of my way. Take a lot of notes. Sit back and learn. And I'll wrap up this case and we can both get the hell out of here.
Your reputation certainly precedes you, Agent Ray.
I'll take that as a compliment, Agent Reyes.
It's how it was intended.
I'm sure it was. Let's photograph the victim and head into town to talk to the local sheriff. The body is starting to pixelate.
Body starting to pixelate.
This is going to be a long night.
Oh, so it looks like maybe I can change characters? Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna leave that alone for a moment. So I realize there's something I meant to do, but never did. There we go. I meant to set this to mature content because I do think there's some stuff in this game that could be iffy. Better safe than sorry.
Detective Angela Ray, senior agent. It's
Late this afternoon, what a dump. I'll try to avoid contact with the locals until I see the body and figure out if it will suit my needs. Long highway, hope I don't have to walk that again. Arrived at the body, it should do just fine as my cover? I hear rustling in the bushes, someone's coming. Oh great, some other agent just showed up. Wasn't aware the Bureau had been alerted, I need to ditch him. Well, that's a scenario.
It's an instant camera, but there's no film in it. Detective Angela Ray, senior agent. It's my badge. I've had enough chatting.
Dang it, I can't talk to the corpse.
Trestle Trail to Thimbleweed Park, 1.7 miles. The bulb's broken.
Happy to help.
Detective Angela Ray, senior agent. I'm not giving Reyes my badge. No, it is very confidential information in it.
Thanks.
Appears to be a male, approximately 40 years old. Looks like he's been in the water for 24 hours. You can tell by the pixelation around the nose and neck.
You can
Let's
tell
see
by the
here.
pixelation around
There's
the
no
nose.
wallet in his pockets. But I found a card, possibly a key card from a hotel. It's a hotel key card from the dead man. Better not. I don't want to turn the body over. That's the coroner's job. Better not. I don't want to turn the body over. That's the coroner's job.
Okay, let's talk to Reyes.
I think we'd better take a photo of that body before it pixelates any further.
I agree, Agent Ray.
I've had enough chatting.
Okay, so if I switch characters...
Detective Antonio Reyes, Junior Agent. It's definitely my badge.
Appears to be male, approximately 40 years old. Looks like he's been in the water for 24 hours. Nothing in his pockets except a hotel key card. He had other stuff before, including his wallet with approximately 252 American dollars. There appears to be a small hole in the back of the head, origins unknown. The hole in the victim's head doesn't look like a gunshot, more like a puncture from a sharp object. His suit looks tailored, possibly European in design. Wait a second. Body is starting to pixelate. Ray is going to get on my nerves. Hopefully she stays focused on the case and lets me do what I need to. Oh, so we can flip through the pages here. Arrived in Thimbleweed Park from Albuquerque by bus. Heading out to look at the body. This is the perfect cover. Still walking along the highway. It's a long way from town. Arrived at the body. An Agent Ray is here, which is odd. No one should have been assigned to the case. I may have heard of her from rumors around the office. Might pose some problems for me. Remember to call Mom tonight. Hang on.
I need to stay focused.
Huh. Okay, I loaded the
The
phone.
cell phone has no reception. I think we'd better take a photo of that body before it pixelates any further.
Really?
Well, I need to get back to solving this case.
You know what? She's pretty suspicious, so I'm just going to have her give the key card
Happy
to
to help.
Reyes, and we'll roll with that. Okay, use camera on corpse.
Smile! Now we can head into town and find the local sheriff.
Let's
Dead
look
ringer
at
for the body.
photo. You know what? I'm gonna wander over this way for no apparent reason. We're gonna die, aren't we?
The trail ends here, at this huge rock wall. That's disgusting. Better take a deep breath. There's no film in the camera. We should go find the sheriff.
Alright, I thought maybe we could find some clues back there. I could turn this into a speed run.
It's a gate to the trail above. I don't want to pick that up.
Fine. Right click to execute the highlighted verb. Oh. Double click to move quickly to the cursor's location. Hold down the left button to get your character following the cursor around. Oh, and we can skip cutscenes with escape and switch characters with the number keys. Skip dialogue with period. Options are Control O and S, Control S is save. And apparently there are hidden shortcut keys. Oh, I see what they mean. I don't feel like those are super hidden, but anyway.
It's a trail down to the railroad trestle. There's a small stream down there.
And a body. Let's see if there's anything useful. So yeah, we just straight up left the other lady.
The cell phone has no reception.
Signals are very strong tonight.
What signals?
The signals. Signals are very strong tonight.
Why are you dressed like a giant pigeon?
We're the Pigeon Brothers Plumbing. I'm Beth. That's my sister Emily. Hi there. But remember, signals are very strong tonight.
Why brothers if you're sisters?
Dad was expecting to have sons, and he was too cheap to have the van repainted. So we just
Dang.
rolled with it till he's dead. Oh, soon. Shut up, Emily. Signals are very strong tonight.
Yes, you already said that, but what signals?
I'm just screwing with you. Dark night, deserted road, me in a giant pigeon costume. It was too good to pass up. But the signals are strong tonight. Very strong.
This is really odd. Should I save my game?
I wouldn't worry about it. The game was expertly designed to have no dead ends or death. Yet still be scary and have a sense of tension. You can feel safe exploring whatever you want. But I'd watch out for the signals. They can be very strong and disrupt the power grid.
But playing classic adventure games has taught me to save often.
That was true, up until Monkey Island. At least with LucasArts-style adventures. Then the designers realized that death and dead ends weren't making the game more enjoyable. It was actually making it less fun.
That seems like a sensible approach to adventure game design.
It is. It just takes a little longer and requires more thought and planning. But it really pays off in the end.
You almost ran over a federal agent. That is a felony.
Sorry about that. Like I said, the signals are very strong tonight.
Do you know anything about the body by the bridge?
Why is it whenever a dead body is found, suspicion always falls to the person dressed as a giant bird?
It's in the cadet training manual.
We don't know anything about a dead body, but the signals are strong tonight. Very strong.
Nice chatting with you. I need to find the sheriff and solve a murder.
But
Nice
remember, the
talking to you
signals
too.
are very strong tonight.
Beep.
It's a circus flyer with a crazy looking clown on it. Pretty good makeup though. Behind jaggy lines from Mucus Phlegm Games? I don't get it. Who'd ever let a game be named that? It's an empty can of Crockford's tuna heads, the good parts. Still has that fishy tuna head smell it's famous for.
Eek! Squeak! Eek!
She doesn't want it.
Eek! Squeak! Click, 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 click. Whack!
No need. The perps are outside.
Click, click, click.
It's a plumbing van, driven by big pigeons.
Whack! Eek! Beep! Waz!
So we got a cemetery.
We should go find the sheriff.
Okay. You know what? Instead of walking to town, I'm going to walk to Moore Highway. I don't know why he keeps randomly turning around.
I don't see anything up ahead. I think the town must be in the other direction.
Ah, come on. Wait, hang on.
Sure, I'll carry your crap. Whatever.
All right. Let's see what actually happens if we follow the plot. Wait, hang on. There was something on the ground there.
From a six-pack. You're supposed to cut them up before tossing them. Saves wildlife.
So hang on. Was there anything else by the road?
It's a speck of dust. It's my speck of dust.
It went from just being a speck of dust to being my speck of dust. And you know, that's kind of exciting. Like, obviously home ownership is a hard to achieve goal these days, but I got that speck of dust ownership, and that's pretty exciting. Fine, we'll walk to town. I mean, the signals were strong tonight. You gotta be fair with that. I
Wait
have
up,
no
Eager Beaver.
idea what's going on.
Thimbleweed Park. Nice name for a town. I can't push that. We should go find the sheriff.
Sure, I never would have thought of that.
Well, I need to get back to solving this case. It says Main Street. It's dark, but I can see there's nothing in there. Willie's Watch and Violin Repair Shop. Thimbleweed County's most exclusive watch and violin repair. We repair watches and violins for the rich or famous. I can't push that. I can't pull that. I can't open that. Closed. Looks like they cleared out in a hurry. It says, need help playing Thimbleweed Park? Call the fully automated Hinttron 3000 at 4468. Maybe we should call it.
Okay, so that's the hint system.
Howdy, I'm the Thimbleweed Park Sheriff.
It's the
I
sheriff.
don't remember calling the Federinos. That's what you are? feds. Hard to miss the government issue suits.
Know any place that serves good pie?
Nah, you could try the diner down the street, but no one eats there.
I could go for some pie right
Botulism.
now.
Know any place that serves good meatloaf?
Nah, you could try the diner down the street, but no one eats there. Ooh, E. coli.
Know
What
any
about
place that serves
hamburgers?
good hamburgers?
Nah, you could try the diner down the street, but no one eats there. Plague.
Oh my.
Know any place that serves good hot dogs?
Nah, you could try the diner down the street, but no one eats there. Butylated hydroxydoluene.
What
Know
about
any place that
quiche?
serves good quiche?
Nah, you could try the diner down the street, but no one eats there.
Why is this an
Battery
option?
acid.
They got battery acid in their quiche?
Know any place that serves good coq au vin?
Nah, you could try the diner down the street, but no one eats there.
That doesn't really sound like
Toenail clippings.
diner fare.
Know any place that serves good tacos?
Nah, you could try the diner down the street, but
I
no
kind
one
of
eats
just
there.
have to see how far this goes.
Know any place that's...
Nah, you could. No snot.
Sausage rolls.
Know any place that serves good banana?
Banana
Nah,
bread.
you could. Toe jam.
Why don't you shut the place down?
Why would I do that? I get a 5% law enforcement discount.
I'm Agent Reyes, and this is my partner, Agent Ray.
Nice to meet you, Agent of Reno's. Looks like you heard about our little murder Reno out by the bridge, huh?
There is nothing little about murder, sir.
Ignore him. He's new.
No sense in wasting everyone's time, Reno. This cutscene is starting to get long, and it's only gonna get longer. Let's find the coroner and get you on your way. Wrestling starts at 8.
I hope he's talking about on TV.
The coroner is waiting for you in his office. Come see me when you're done. I apologize, Reno, for all the lights being off. We don't stay open as long as you city slickerinos do at night.
Even for a murder?
Especially for murder.
That makes no sense.
Are we authorized to shoot people arenos?
A good place to get a drink.
Oh my. What in the world?
It's my specks of dust.
Now I have 2 specks of dust.
It says coroner. It says sheriff. Wait, I thought it was spelled sheriff. Live and learn. The inscription says, Pilotronics, the brain of our city. Just a bunch of files. There's a fingerprint book here. Just a bunch of files. It's a police radio. Looks like it's on and ready to use. I can't push that. It doesn't have any buttons. Must be for incoming calls only. It doesn't have any buttons. Must be for incoming calls only. Wanted. Shady Jane and the Sunshine Gang. I don't want to pick that up. Wanted. Huh? A meteor? Wanted. Pickle Bill and the Cucumber Gang. It looks like a big computer. Looks too complex to use without knowing more about it. It's turned off.
We interrupt our hostile takeover non-stop music with this important message. I've barricaded myself in the studio, playing the same song non-stop until the government fesses up to the vast conspiracy. And now back to our special hostile takeover song.
I really hope I don't get copyright claimed for that music, because this is a bot.
Just a bunch of files. Just a bunch of files. Just a bunch of files. This has fingerprints for everyone in Thimbleweed Park. Certified Fingertron 3000 compatible? What does that mean?
Dang it, I can't shut myself in. Alright.
I need to stay focused and solve this murder so I can get on with my plan. The inscription says, Pillowtronics, the brain of our city. A good place to get a drink.
I think I might have been right to put a mature content warning on this stream. Oh, cool. I hit tab and I can see everything I can interact with. I can't look at the donuts, though.
Howdy-hoo, I'm the Thimbleweed Park coroner. Welcome to the future, who? Oh, these are the latest in crime-fighting computers made by Pillowtronics, Inc. This is all probably pretty advanced, even for the Fedahoos.
Oh, do enlighten us.
I love your sarcastic humor, Who, Agent Ray.
It's not humor.
There you go
We haven't
again.
introduced
We're
ourselves.
interested in any help your computers can give us. They look marvelous.
Yes, happy to explain. So happy to explain, Who. Yeah, you might want to take notes.
Already on it. Tell us about the Bloodtron 3000.
This is the Bloodtron 3000. Put 2 bloody objects in and it will match the blood type, printing out a report to Who.
Tell us about the Fingertron 3000.
Right-a-reno, the Fingertron 3000.
Hang on.
Insert a
He just
fingerprint
said
registry
Reno.
of known criminals and a
That's the
fingerprint from
sheriff's
the
thing.
murder weapon on fingerprint tape, and it will do a match-a-who.
Oh, tell us about the Facetron 3000.
The Facetron 3000. Or, as I like to call it.
Let me guess. The face Areno?
No, that's what the sheriff calls it. You city folka who crack me up. Just insert 2 pictures of an individual and it will verify a positive match.
Aren't you the Sheriff Areno?
Yeah.
Oh my, no. no, who. Well, people say there is some resemblance around the eyes, but we're as different as peas a who's in a pot of who. Plus, the sheriff has that annoying Areno he adds to everything. You'll never hear me doing that a who.
Sure, whatever.
Did you use these computers to investigate the pillow factory fire?
Oh, sure did. 4 computers positively showed the fire was caused by the factory guard. No doubt a who about it.
Explain the Fingertron 3000 again.
Insert a fingerprint registry of no.
Could have sworn he said Reno during that.
Could the computers have been wrong about the fire?
Not these computers. Oh, the state-of-the-art of who computers made by Pillowtronics. Absolutely infallible.
Isn't there a conflict of interest with Pillowtronics and the fire?
Whoa, now. Pillowtronics and its founder, Chuck, are above reproach. Chuck built this town and was a computer and pillow genius. Are the feds looking into this case? It was solved 20 years ago.
No, he's just curious. He's a Pillow Factory fire buff. He's got a CompuServe chat room and everything.
Fascinating stuff. I think we've heard enough. This is all very impressive, sir. This should cut hours of our investigation.
Go see the sheriff in his office for a full explanation of the amazing Arrestron 3000. I have some paperwork to do, who. Oh, yeah, almost forgot. These Tron machines are fully voice activated, so if you need any information, just talk to them. It's like we're living in the futuristic year of 2017.
It's crazy.
I hate this town.
Let's investigate these Tron machines, then go see the sheriff and get out of here. This has fingerprints for everyone in Thimbleweed Park. Certified Fingertron 3000 compatible.
Okay.
It's a pretty big vacuum tube. It's a pretty big vacuum tube. It's a pretty big vacuum tube. Lots of medical books there. I can't push that. I can't pull that. I can't open that.
I'm pretty sure you can. I'm like 90% certain that that thing is actually a door.
Chewy caramel center. Ugh. Awarded to Dr. Mort E. Shun by Sheriff Crook.
Mort E. Shun by Sheriff Crook. Mortician and Sheriff Crook.
It's empty. It's empty. There's a fingerprint kit here. I don't want to pick that up. It's a medical skeleton. Please return to Dr. Fred. There's a fingerprint brush, a small amount of fingerprint powder, but it's missing the fingerprint tape.
Hello again, Agent Arenos. Hopefully the coroner fills you in on our state-of-the-art Areno computers.
You're also the coroner, right?
Oh, my, no. Ha ha! No, Areno. People say there is some resemblance around the eyes, but we're as different as peas and Renos in a Potterino. Plus, the coroner has
As
that
different
annoying
as peas in a
ahoo
pod.
he adds to everything. You'll never hear me doing that, Reno.
That's some very serious computing power you've got there.
Yes, sir, Reno. It's all state-of-the-art computer Renos from Pilotronics. Absolutely infallible.
The more they say that, the more I doubt it.
The coroner said something about the Arrestron?
Yes, the Arrestron 3000. The last step in a fully computerized Reno arrest. The final link in the chain of a guaranteed conviction of Reno. Every detail of Reno analyzed and verified by computer.
Moving on.
Right, sorry, Reno, I get carried away sometimes. This is the big bad boy of Reno you've been hearing about. The Arrestron 3000. Just feed 3 reports from other Tron machines into this, and it issues a 100% Reno valid arrest warrant. Yeah, these machines are the reason we need only 1 law enforcement officer of Reno. Chuck said that computers will soon put us all out of work, allowing for a full life of luxury.
Chuck?
Sadly, Chuck passed away a few days ago. There was a big service out at the cemetery of Reno. Oh, the entire town showed up, which isn't surprising for the hero of Thimbleweed County. We'll talk more about Chuck later. I need to run a Reno and check on a disturbance call out at the old circus. Probably that stupid clown Reno again.
Looks like we need to go talk to the rest of the weirdos that live in this town.
We should split up. It will be faster.
You cooling your heels in the local diner would also make things go faster.
If we follow agency questioning protocols, this shouldn't take long.
Just don't mess anything up. I want to get out of here as fast as possible.
Agreed.
We interrupt our hostile takeover non-stop music with this important message. Strange signals are being transmitted by the government over the airwaves. We've taken over the radio station until they stop. And now back to—
What am I going to do with a pile of dust? It's my specks of dust.
Thanks for the dust.
Okay. Hang on, there was something I think I forgot to do in there.
Hello, Agent Ray.
I don't know why there are 2 highlights on that.
I'd better leave the bag where it is.
Don't touch our Wrenchtron 3000. Only someone like me with the proper training can handle it.
Okay. I don't know why it's pushing him so hard into the background, but for the record, I am determined to find every speck of dust. And the sad part is that I've probably missed some already. Dang, big cemetery. And none of this is interactable.
The heavy wrought iron gate is closed. I see a switch inside. I don't see a way to open it, but I see a switch inside. I can't put it in there.
Alrighty, well, looks like we need to walk all the way back. Maybe, I don't know, this is gonna sound a bit crazy, but I think there's a chance that we weren't supposed to come here until prompted. Alright, I guess we'll forge deeper into town. Why do we walk behind that specific tree whenever we pass?
It says, after 34 years of serving the Thimbleweed County area, we had to close our doors. We should have listened to Chuck. Transistors are a dead-end path. Tubes are the future. Thank you, our loyal customers.
So that's Smart Buy Electronics. Hang on. Also, on the window there it says, "It's dead, Jim." And, right, the boom was struck with Ride the Bust.
No time to talk.
Suppose-
We have to fix this slight leak.
Can I do anything to help?
Well, the Hydrotron's tube is obviously burned out.
We could use a new one. A WC-67?
Yeah, we're out of that size.
Must have been the signals.
Yes, the signals. No time to talk.
We have to fix this.
What caused the leak?
Well, the Hydrotron's tube is obviously burned out.
We could use a new one.
Yeah, we're...
Must.
Yes. No time to talk.
We have to.
I'd really like to explore A Street.
Street's closed until we fix this leak.
Gotta go. I've got a murder to solve. It says, we're out at the old abandoned pillow factory. Back soon. Safely
Safe
first savings manager, Mr. El Paulo. The doors are locked and nobody's inside. All boarded up. Not even any wilted flowers left inside.
Fancy Nancy Flowers? S&D Diner.
Corner of Main and B Streets.
I want to see what the deal is with B Street.
It's already slightly open. I'm not going to open it anymore. Filled to the brim with smelly trash. I can't push that.
Jeez, this guy is weak.
The pet store is for rent. Guess no one around here has any pets. Looks like they're open. It's out of order. It's out of order. The coin slot is filled with glue, the buttons are missing, and the cord to the receiver is cut. Otherwise, it looks fine.
Oh my. They really took the time to fill in this much. Oh. No, I didn't tell you to walk that way, I just exited.
Nothing in there but dust bunnies. Nothing in there but dust bunnies. The doors are locked and nobody's inside.
Feds out now, dang. Someone was like prompt with someone was prompt with getting that graffiti up.
Hey there. Let's go over to the counter where we can talk. Alrighty now.
Based on your sign, I was kind of expecting this place to be a bakery.
Sorry about that, hon. This used to be Ricky's Cakes, but now we sell vacuum tubes.
Huh. It's a shame. I was hoping for a
that's a
slice
shame.
of cherry pie.
I was really hoping for a slice of cherry pie. Anyway, I'm Special Agent Reyes. I have some questions for you.
Oh, pleased to meet you. I'm Ricky Lee, and I'm the proprietor of this little store. What can I do for you, hon?
What do you think of Chuck?
Oh, it's so sad that Chuck Edmund passed away.
Okay,
He
we
was
got a
my
last
hero.
name.
His booming economy gave us the bakery, and now his tube-based technology is giving me a chance to keep my store open. I think it's just the boost the town needs.
What do you think about the state of the town then?
It's not as bad as people make it out to be. A couple of stores have closed, sure, but it's just gonna make way for new, fresh businesses to bring life back to the town. I'm sure in no time at all, the town will be completely rejuvenated.
Since you don't sell cakes anymore, what's your store called now?
Not really sure. I've been bouncing a few ideas around since the pivot. I don't suppose you have any suggestions.
Tubular tubes, tube-tastic, tube town, YouTube.
YouTube.
Oh, that's a great name. I'm so lucky you wandered in today. The kindness of strangers is amazing.
Glad I could help. Why did you stop selling cakes?
Well, I didn't have much choice. People used to line up around the block for my muffins and pies. But over the past couple of years, business really slowed down. Oh, I'm not complaining though, because it's given me an opportunity to go in a whole new direction.
Why did you choose to sell vacuum tubes instead?
Well, hon, it's the darndest thing. At first, I just sold a few spares I had lying around to try and help the bakery. But pretty soon, those bad boys were selling better than the hotcakes going stale on my racks.
Are you really this happy about selling vacuum tubes?
Oh, you betcha. These tubes are my life's calling. I thought I'd miss the smell of fresh bread every day, but the smell of ozone from the tubes is even better. And their electrical glow is as warm as an apple pie fresh from the oven.
I'm looking for a tube.
We have lots of tubes here, over 3,000 different makes and models. Do you know the two-letter model identifier? And what is the make number?
WC, I think it's
Oh,
67.
did one of the Hydrantron tubes burn out again?
Hey, I
Oh,
remembered.
yes. The Pigeon Brothers need one right away.
Okay, I'll put it on the town's account. I'll get one for you, hun. You just wait right there. I'll be back before you know it. Here you go. Give the pigeons my regards.
That doesn't seem to work. It's my specks of dust.
Hey there! Let's go over to the counter where we can talk. Well, hi. Welcome to Ricky's Tubes.
Do you know anything about the body by the river?
Oh, yeah. I heard about that. It's super sad. The poor guy. Can't imagine anyone from around here doing something so awful.
Are you sure you don't have any suspicions about the killer?
Oh, no way, Jose. I don't believe for a second anyone in Thimbleweed Park is a killer. It had to be a drifter, or one of those mean city folks passing through.
Just promise to be careful who you trust.
Oh, maybe you big city agents can't understand what it's like to live in such a nice little town. But I know these people, and they are like family to me. Some of them are a bit eccentric, sure, but I just can't picture any of them as a murderer.
That's all for now. Don't leave town.
Okay, hon. Just holler if you need me.
Like, obviously I was supposed to go to the diner, but I kind of want to look elsewhere.
No one is in there. Excuse me, ma'am.
My, what do we have here?
I'm sorry, ma'am. I don't pay for affection.
Sweetie, I'm not a hooker. Although, there is something about a man in federally mandated polyester that makes me want to forget my wedding vows.
Oh, I'm so
I'm Lenore
uncomfortable.
Edmund Mulch, of the famed Pillowtronics Edmund family, and I'm waiting for my husband and son to arrive on the bus.
Gat's Tuna. I don't know why someone would spray paint that on a sign.
Tell me about Pillowtronics.
Pillowtronics was the brainchild of my uncle, the great entrepreneur and genius inventor Chuck Edmund. The Edmonds made this town great when we opened the Pillow Factory. My family, even my stupid little sister Dolores, might as well be royalty as far as Thimbleweed Park is concerned, sweetie.
Tell me more about Pillowtronics. I heard it closed down because of a fire.
Yes. An incompetent security guard ruined our family legacy with his negligence. But let's talk about something more pleasant.
Did you know the security guard at Pillowtronics?
You're asking an awful lot of questions about this fire, sweetie. Now play nice and ask me something fun, Agent Cutie Pants.
What are you doing at the bus station?
I'm just waiting for my husband and son to arrive, but it seems they will be a while. Maybe you and I could go and get better acquainted in the meantime, sweetie?
Sorry, but I'm working on a case right now, ma'am. Do you know anything about the body by the river?
Oh, sweetie. Yes. So glad someone is finally getting rid of it. But one does hear things, and I do have an inkling of who might be connected to this nasty business.
This is a little bit
Tell me who you
too
think is connected to the body.
enthusiastic.
Well, I hate to cast aspersions, but I suppose it is for the good of the town.
Tell me what you know.
Actually, no, I can't do this. The Edmund reputation is at stake.
Ma'am, please tell me what you know.
Fine, it was my sister Dolores. She abandoned our family and the business to become a...
Flooring inspector, pirate, leather jacket salesman.
Leather jacket salesman?
No. It was far worse. She became a video game developer.
Oh no.
It all started a few years back.
This is the bit that I've
She
seen
only wanted
before,
one
so
thing,
I'm trying to get
be a
it.
game
I'm
designer
trying to
for
get
that
through it
awful
first.
game company. Mucus Phlegm. Uncle Chuck wanted something else for her, but no. She was too selfish. Only wanted to make stupid adventure games.
I've got to get out of this town. Uncle Chuck wants me to program his factory computers, but I just want to design games. I wish I could get a job at a company like Mucus Phlegm Games. Now the only thing I have to look forward to is my favorite computer magazine. In fact, I should check the mailbox and see if it's arrived yet.
Okay, so we can look at her journal. Find the ideal job, check the mailbox for my computer magazine, escape from Thimbleweed Park. Those are all of her important things. Oh dang. It's
Max
a lot
was
of
the world's
things to
first
look at.
computer-generated TV host. Someday we'll have one for real. It's graphic basic software from Hessware to supercharge my Commodore 64. It says it's by Ron Gilbert and Tom McFarlane. Wonder who they are. Ada, you're my role model. Too bad you don't program games, though. It's my state-of-the-art Commodore 64 with dual 1541 floppy drives and a blazingly fast 1200 baud
Why
modem.
am I clicking on everything? Except I know that's what you do in point
It's
and
my
clicks.
state-of-the-art Commodore 64 with dual 1541 floppy drives and a blazingly fast 1200 baud modem. It's Uncle Chuck's new invention, the Printron 3000. It's connected to my computer. It's an LFG 1982 tube in perfect condition. It's the math trophy I won when I was 12 and attending a summer program at Thomas Bodeman's School of Mathematics. These are part of my action figure collection, including my prized Howard the Duck. This is my complete set of Tolkien books, including 3 pristine sets of Lord of the Rings, The Adventures of Tom Bombadil, The Silmarillion, just to start. I reread them from time to time. I should check the mailbox for my computer magazine. It's a red gel decoder. These are my Chronicle of Narnia and Hitchhiker's Trilogy. I love my books. These are in mint condition. No way I'm going to touch them. I don't want that. It's Lurleen, my pet chinchilla stuffy. Dad gave it to me when I was 3 years old.
I'm just gonna try picking stuff up.
It's my handy ASCII chart. Never know when you'll need to decode binary messages, so I always practice, every day. I don't want to pick that up. These are part of my action figure collection. These are in mint condition. No way I'm going to touch them. This is my complete set of Nancy Drew mysteries. I'm kind of a fan, I guess. These are my Anne of Green Gables books. Maybe someday they'll do a TV show. If it weren't for my monthly computer magazine, being here would totally suck. These are my Kirksbox/fiction books. I'm a believer. I think Revenge of the Jedi was a much better name. You're a rebel, Billy. Albert's my hero. I'll have plenty of time to sleep once I get a job as a game designer. I like to keep my bed made. Never know who might walk into my room.
Okay. After all of that... What in the world just happened?
Franklin, you idiot! I'm just trying to, help.
Is that yelling? Oh, gag me. I hope my dad and Uncle Chuck aren't fighting again.
And since most of the machinery at the pillow factory is lying fallow, I've come up with this, great plan to repurpose them. We can use them to make, plush toys.
Franklin, you idiot! The company is Pillowtronics, not stupid plush toytronics. We make pillows! What do you think that would do to our credibility, our reputation?
Absolutely
okay, Chuck, you're
nothing.
right, but I was up all night working on the business plan. Maybe you could just, look at it.
No, no, no! It's a pillow factory!
Are you two fighting again? I'm getting so sick of this. You're brothers. Take a chill pill. You started the pillow factory together. Won't you ever stop fighting about it?
Nothing you need to worry about, Dolores. Right, Franklin, old brother?
Ah, yes, your uncle and I were just, talking business. I have some work to do.
Dolores, can you get my .8mm point-tip soldering iron?
You know, Uncle Chuck, you should use a 2mm flat tip, and you never heat your solder hot enough.
That's my favorite niece. I can't wait for you to take over the pillow factory. I know you'll keep the Edmund pillow dream alive.
I should check the mailbox for my computer magazine. It's a whip made out of network cables. The label says it's called Cat 509 Tails, produced by GetDigital.eu. I guess Uncle Chuck was an impatient system admin back in the day.
Oh my gosh.
Dolores, you know I can't work in the dark. Please turn the lights back on. After you've taken over the pillow factory, you can turn off the lights all you like. Oh, Dolores, 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 how many times have I told you not to touch my things? But as soon as you've taken over the pillow factory, they're all yours to do with as you wish.
It's Uncle Chuck's custom-built multi-band oscilloscope with phase memory monitoring.
Ricky Lee's famous Thimbleberry pie, hot from the oven.
Uncle Chuck does love Ricky's pies. He loves pie with coffee. It's a full bottle of homemade printer ink, made by me. I don't have time to eat pie right now, even though it looks great. Look, Uncle Chuck, your favorite. A freshly baked thimbleberry pie from the pie shop.
Why, thank you, Dolores. You know me and my love for thimbleberry pie well. I'll eat this as soon as I finish this little project.
Now,
I don't want to whip anything with this.
Aw, I was hoping I could...
If it weren't for my monthly
hoping
computer
I could beat
magazine,
him.
being here would totally suck. Feeling my way along.
I don't know how this place all lines up. Okay, let's head back the way we came for a moment.
It's a door. This is Uncle Chuck's Indextron
Why are they
3000
all
library filing
3000?
lookup system. It uses the Spewy decimal system to catalog books.
Okay. So this is where they listed the backers for the game.
It says out of order. If it weren't for my monthly computer magazine, being here would totally suck. The sign says it's out of order.
No, I want to go upstairs.
It's just an old phone. One of the few things in this mansion that's not Tron enhanced.
Sorry Dolores had to witness that.
Chucky's been in our family for years. He's a good plant. Chucky has been sitting here forever. I don't want to move him now. If it weren't for my monthly computer magazine, being here would totally suck. Uncle Chuck never should have talked to you like that.
He's right. My idea was worthless. I'm worthless.
Dad, I don't like to see you like this. I liked your idea for the pillow factory.
Chuck thought it was a bad idea. He's right.
He's never even read it. You need more confidence, and stop letting Uncle Chuck push you around.
Thanks, Dolores. You're a great daughter. But Chuck knows what is best for the factory.
Bye, Dad. I love you.
Goodbye, Dolores.
Aw.
I'm keeping Lurleen with me. Forever.
This is depressing.
Oh, Lurleen. You're so soft and fluffy. This clock looks vaguely familiar. Maybe more highly rendered and smoother pendulum action. That doesn't seem to work. It's a door. Seems like the mail should have arrived by now.
Non-trademark infringing Popsy.
Carefully handling broken glass. If this were a Sierra Online graphic adventure, I'd be dead now. But those Mucus Phlegm adventure games treat their players much better. No arbitrary deaths just to extend gameplay. Sure would like to work there. Flask of Extreme Chili Sauce by Brian H.J. Comes with a warning. You might breathe fire. Maybe I should be careful with this. It's a wilting head of lettuce. Better be careful. These bottles are sharp. It's a can of Poopsie. There are a couple of old batteries. I think I see mold growing on one. Looks good enough for a snack. That hit the spot. Ugh, I'm definitely not hungry for soggy lettuce.
Ah yes, gotta love Poopsie.
Wow! I think I'll just be careful with them. That's good enough for now. I don't feel like the taste for non-trademark infringing Poopsie now. Seems like the mail pretty clean, considering. There's nothing inside. There's nothing inside.
I love how I can just turn on the water and leave it running.
Someone ought to clean up that ketchup spill. Ugh, I'm definitely not hungry for soggy lettuce. There's nothing inside except an empty glass. There's nothing inside. 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 There's nothing inside.
There's nothing inside. Also, welcome to the stream, Lastborn Child. I don't know how long you've been around here, but hi.
There's nothing inside.
Alright, I've interacted with everything here.
Seems like the mail should have arrived by now. Flask of extreme chili sauce by...
Wonder if I can light the fireplace like this. Nah, I would have
Still
to
impressive.
use... I would have to have, like, wood or something in there.
The fireplace looks very clean.
Alright. Let's go outside.
I can't open that.
Oh,
It's
I
very
meant to
dry
look at.
firewood. I don't need any firewood.
I want the firewood, though.
Hi there, George. I was just about to check the mail.
Aw.
Great timing.
You still around, Dolores? Thought you'd have left this podunk of a town by now.
Yes, hopefully soon. I'm looking for a job at a game company in the big city.
That's not gonna make your Uncle Chuck happy.
He'll just have to deal with it. What brings you all the way out here?
I have your special magazine here.
Oh, I've been waiting for that. Thank you.
Sure, it's what we dedicated government employees do. Walk all the way out into the country to deliver a magazine.
It's our special Mailtron 3000 mailbox. Postman comes once a day. It's Bite Me World, the best computer magazine ever.
Okay. There's an advertisement for a game programmer. And yeah, that's pretty much all that's in there.
Wow! An ad for a job at Mucus Phlegm Games, my favorite game company. I hear they make movies, too. This could be a dream come true. I'm going to apply. Interesting. There's a modem number to call.
Digging in the front, digging! Digging!
Hi, Doug. What are you digging?
All right, Dolores, I'm just digging stuff in the front green. Mostly holes, but then I buries them again, all neat and tidy.
Okay, Doug. You're doing a good job.
Ta, Dolores! Digging in the front green! Digging! Digging in the front green with my rusty shovel. Digging! Digging! Ha! I'll lick to hook them holes.
What was he just saying there?
I'm dialing the Mucus Phlegm modem number.
Okay.
It's connecting. I can't believe my computer's connected to Mucus Phlegm.
Welcome to the new online Mucus Phlegm job application program. Just fill out your personal information and answer a few simple mucus programming questions. Then print out the application and send it to Mucus Phlegm. We'll get back to you in exactly 5 days. What is your name? Thank you. What is your address?
They're making this seem a lot more, like, glamorous than, online applications actually are. Washington, Wyoming, West Virginia, Wisconsin. It's Wisconsin, ain't it?
Noted. Next, what's your programming language of choice? The language you are most proficient in.
All of the above.
Very
Why
ambitious.
not? Let's
We
lie.
like that. Please answer the following questions about our proprietary mucus programming language. You must get all of the questions right to submit your application.
Okay, first question. This is an easy one. Next question. Also an easy one. Reference counted. A little harder. Ah, debugging is on a second monitor. Last question. Ouch, this is going to take some thinking.
I don't know what exactly she's working on.
Exclusive ore.
Thank you for taking the mucus phlegm programming test. Congratulations, you passed the mucus phlegm programming test.
Yay! I answered all the mucus questions correctly. I'm ready to print out the application.
Oh.
I printed my job application, but the page is blank. Maybe the printer is out of ink. That should do it. The ribbon is now fully inked. There! The blank paper is back in the Printron 3000.
Oh my gosh, wait, do I have to do the...
I can't use that in the Printron
again?
3000.
You know what? I am going to go ahead and see who is ringing the doorbell.
That sounds like the doorbell. Hi again, George.
It's not like a government employee to make a mistake, but I forgot to deliver this important letter for your Uncle Chuck.
He's busy in his workshop and can't be disturbed. I'll take it for him.
Okay, Dolores, here it is. And remember, it's illegal to open someone else's mail. Punishable by a $50,000 fine and or 5 years in jail.
Thanks, George. That's good to know.
Okay, back to my vitally important government job.
It's a letter to my Uncle Chuck. I'd better not open it. Uncle Chuck would know if I read it. I can't use that in the Printron 3000.
Dang it, I didn't prep it, so now I think I have to do the whole thing again.
I answered all the mucus questions correctly.
Okay. It's not going to make me go through all of that again. Okay, but what if I accidentally give my uncle the letter that I've got from mucus phlegm instead?
The only thing that gets this will be the mailbox. Uncle Chuck, I have something for you.
What is it, Dolores?
A letter George the postman just delivered.
Oh, I've been expecting this. I'll deal with it later.
There was no reason to do that. I don't know why I just handed him the letter and then stole it.
Digging?
Hi, Doug. What are you digging?
All right, Dolores. I'm just digging stuff in the front green. Mostly holes. But then I buries them again. All the
So they have an actual leprechaun working for them.
Ta, Dolores. Digging?
How exciting. I hope I get the job.
5 days later, around 5 p.m., she is still standing there.
Hiya, Dolores. I have a letter for you.
Oh!
Good luck. See ya.
Diggin'? Diggin'.
It's a letter to my Uncle Chuck. I'd better not open it. Uncle Chuck would know if I read it. The envelope is ripped.
Hang on. I've got an
Diggin' in the
idea.
front green with my rusty shovel.
Oh my gosh. I kinda love that guy. I love how that's been going for 5 days.
It doesn't work in that. The glass is now filled with water.
I'm hoping I get to use more of these things. Like, I'd like to think that these aren't just a bunch of random things, but they're actually going to come up at some point. All right.
Come on, Dolores, open that letter. Now that I'm in my room, I'm still so scared to open it. I need to get up my nerve. Come on, Dolores, you can do it.
Use the bottle of hot sauce. That'll do it. Yeah, I want to know what the soggy lettuce is for, too.
Still impressive. It doesn't work in that. This isn't a water-based ink, not with that smell. And I wouldn't want to print something that could wash away. That will just make the letter soggy. Okay, but if it's a no, that means I'm stuck in Thimbleweed Park. Come on, Dolores, open that letter.
I didn't do anything to skip that.
Okay, but if it's a yes, what will become of Dad? Stuck here alone with Uncle Chuck. Okay, but... Okay, I'm opening it.
You have to do that 3 times.
It's a job offer from Mucus Phlegm to be a game programmer. I'm so excited.
No actual call or
We'll be so
anything.
proud.
Just answer
But
4
first-
questions. Oh, and do a dance. What in the world? What am I playing? I'm gonna Google something real quick. I didn't know I had to do something to make the dance end.
I can't wait to tell Uncle Chuck about my job offer. He'll be so proud.
Also, I stole his letter. I think this is the fastest way across.
Ouch! No pinching. Where am I? Pretty dark in here.
Wait. You know what?
Hello, my favorite niece.
You should be nicer to my father. He just wants to help.
Franklin is well-meaning, I will give you that. But he just doesn't have the same passion and vision for pillows that you and I have.
Uncle Chuck, great news!
Yes, Dolores, what is it, my dear future leader of Pillowtronics?
Yeah.
Here, read this.
You're what? You're giving up the opportunity to run Pillowtronics to be a game programmer?
Yes, that's what I've always wanted to do. Not run Pillowtronics. I'm leaving on the first bus out of Thimbleweed Park.
Then, Dolores, you are out of my will. You're giving up over $10 million. That's $20 million in 2017 dollars. Just to pick an arbitrary date in the future. You are dead to me.
Okay.
Dolores broke Uncle Chuck's heart.
Achievement
and started
unlocked out of the
programming those
will.
Murder simulators. Real-life murder is the next logical step for her, sweetie. Stop her before she schemes her way into sweet Uncle Chuck's inheritance.
Sure, we'll get right on that.
Come back and see me soon, sweetie. Ciao.
If by look at you mean smell, I've already done that. I can't open that.
Okay,
There's
we
no
can go
path
to the
beyond
town
this point.
outskirts.
It just looks like unfinished temp art from a cut room.
Oh, this game gets very meta at times. Like, I could go into the diner, or... Oh. Something's happening.
Hello, Reno. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It is quite annoying. No, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, they will be taken care of. Yes, sir. Permanently.
Oh my.
Yes, sir. Violently. No, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, wrestling was quite good tonight. Goodbye, sir.
So one thing that I do want to mention that stood out from that whole, like, flashback with the lady of the evening, the uncle wanted to make stuffed animals. And of course, or the dad wanted to make stuffed animals, of course the uncle refused. If you recall, the guy in the intro was carrying a fancy pillow-like stuffed animal. So there's definitely a connection there.
An old cash register. I don't think they'd like that. I don't think they'd like that. Ah, delicious! I can't wait to eat one.
Welcome to the S&D Diner.
I'll have one of these hot dogs.
Good choice, honey. We're trying to move them out. Let me get that for you.
Look at all of the
Eat up,
flies
hon, while
above
it's still
them.
hot.
Oh no.
Okay. That is the worst hot dog I've ever eaten. I, gotta go. I feel better now.
Oh, there's an alley back here. I didn't even notice.
ThimbleCon 87. It's opening later tonight at the hotel. It's just a stack of empty boxes.
I didn't see that coming. Oh my. And he had one of the things that we needed to progress, because he had the vacuum tube for that. Like, I'm not going to bother going to rescue him, because I want to see what's happening inside the diner, too, but...
We interrupt our hostile takeover non-stop music with this important message. The government is not your friend. And now...
I can't open that. Hot dogs, burgers, salad, pie, Schweinshaxe. That's about it.
So let's see what's in her notebook. Find the murder... How do you know about some of these things? Like, you weren't around. Pigeons need a WC-67 tube. Go talk to Dolores. Investigate the sewers. The coroner and sheriff are idiots. That's okay. I can work with idiots. They're easy to manipulate. The Tron machines are interesting. I'm glad Reyes was a little eager beaver and took notes. I wonder if they're connected to the reason I'm here.
Welcome to the S&D Diner. Hey, just so you know, that article in the Thimbleweed Nickel about botulism was a smear job. So, what can I do for you, honey?
What's up with this town? Most of the stores are abandoned.
Used to be the center of culture in the Tri-County area. Parties every night at the hotel. Celebrities visiting the Edmund mansion. It was hard to not make money in those days. Of course, this was before my time. And since the pillow factory burnt down, the town is drying up faster than Dave's sex drive. Ain't that right, Dave?
Hey.
What's up with the sheriff? He's kind of weirdo-reno.
Yeah, he's kind of a nut job, but nothing compared to the coroner. This whole town has gotten downright weird in the last few years. Cuckooville.
The coroner and the sheriff are the same person.
Well, there might be some resemblance around the eyes, but that's about it. The sheriff does this annoying a Reno thing, and the coroner does an annoying a who. It pretty much proves they're not the same person.
How does speech prove they are not the same person?
You're asking a lot of questions that probably shouldn't be asked.
I'm a federal agent. That's my job.
I've said too much already.
I'm a federal agent. Know anything
Okay.
about the dead body?
Not too much, just scuttlebutt from the morning breakfast crowd. And I don't want to get into trouble, especially with a crazy person like him.
You're not talking about me, are you?
Shut up, Dave.
Don't screw with the feds. Tell us what you know.
Okay, honey. But you didn't hear this from me. I'd look into that crazy clown that lives out at the old circus. He's been out there since the circus closed down years ago. Never takes his makeup off. He's got serial killer written all over him. It all happened about 9 or 10 years ago.
Oh, we got another flashback.
Ransom the Jerk was the featured act at Stupendous Brothers Circus. He was about ready to go on stage and meet his well-earned doom.
Big night tonight. Full house after my raunchiest Tonight Show appearance. I really got Johnny good, that little jackwad. It's his own fault for not being able to take a joke. I better get ready to go on stage and insult the crap out of these Thimbleweed idiots. I just need to fix my hair. Put on my
Hey,
makeup and clown
Rafkin,
nose,
welcome to the
find my joke
stream.
book.
So for those who aren't familiar with this game, this dude gets a bit crude. So just be aware of that. Like, all the swearing is,
It's my clown nose, head.
all the swearing is beeped out, but that doesn't necessarily improve
Ransom the Clown
things.
doll. It's a perfect likeness of me. Well, maybe the nose is a bit too big. He's happy where he is, aren't you, little Ransom? Meanest clown of 1977 and 1978. Ransom the Clown. I glued him to the table so no one can steal him. No time for a nap. I have to go on stage. Empty, but clean. Fridge assistant hasn't replenished my supply. No time for a cold one anyway. No time for food. I have to get on stage. It's my lawyer's business card.
Oh, and I just picked it up without even having to prompt him.
It's an IOU. I, Carney Joe, loan Ransom the Clown $1,000 and will hold his joke book hostage until I gets paid. I'm not ready for my fans. My hair is all frizzy and I'm not wearing my special Ransom Clown makeup or nose. I better stick my nose on. Ouch! That's tight. Glad I only have to wear it for a couple of hours.
I like how his trailer tips back and
before you went on
forth.
stage.
Autographs are $100.
Ransom, I'm your business manager and lawyer. I don't want your autograph.
Okay, 50 then.
I just wanted to let you know that your mistress is waiting at your house in Aspen, and your private jet is being fueled and ready to whisk you there when the show is over. Also, we have a deal worth millions to license a line of toddler Ransom the Clown talking insult dolls.
Did you get the liability clause waived?
Correct. They will assume all liability when the kids grow up to be beepholes.
Good. Toddlers start out as it's not my fault they end up that way. Okay, fine. $25.
I should have been a dentist.
You. It's my lawyer's business card. Brent Bailiwick JD. Legal problems? We'll screw them for you. I'm in the phone book. Well, you. I don't want to pick that up.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Now, with that said, there is something fun that I know we can do here. Yeah, we can push the mime.
Grandson, you idiot! Why did you push me? Oh! Hey, you owe $5 to my swear jar.
I'll steal your clown nose again, that's what I'll do! I'll steal your clown nose again, that's what I'll do!
Achievement unlocked. Beephole mime.
Again, that's what I'll do!
I can't walk in through the main entrance like a tuna-headed pleb. I'm Ransom the Clown. I need to make my big stage entrance.
Ransom, you're a total...
I don't have time to leave the circus. I have to get ready for my act.
Ransom, you're a total...
It's fresh out of that crappy popcorn. It's fresh out of that crappy popcorn. Must be a huge crowd in the big top. Nothing's inside. I've checked. Move along, move along.
Shoot the birdie! Hey, guaranteed to hit something. You got my money, Clowny?
That's Ransom the Clown, asswipe.
Okay, you got my money, Ransom the asswipe clown?
1,000 clams or you're not getting your joke book back. It serves you right for playing the duck.
As I said, be wary of the language.
So, how's the old ball and chain and kids, huh?
My wife's doing fine, no thanks to you. And so are the 6 kids. But they still cries themselves to sleep every night after that scare you gave them.
How many kids do you say you have?
I have 6 kids. Why?
Oh, nothing. I need my joke book. The crowd's waiting for me.
I told you before. You ain't getting it till I get the $1,000 you owe me for the duckies. Plus, $138 in interest.
Where the am I gonna get that kind of dough? I have a show to do. 138 bucks in interest, you loan shark. You are putting the squeeze on me.
Not my problem.
I'm out of here.
Okay.
Step right this way.
Doesn't look like there are too many options here. I think I must have missed something.
It's my Ransom the Clown swear jar with 138 bucks in it. My contract states that I'm the only one who's allowed to swear. Anyone else caught swearing has to pay up. I can't open that. I can't push that. I just take the big bucks. It's exactly 138 bucks in unmarked bills. I'm not a wannabe pirate. You'll never get me to climb into one of those. I don't wear hats. My hair is all frizzy, and I'm not wearing my special Ransom clown makeup. I can't go on like this. Get your together, clown. Now there's the face I love. Ooh, my clown fro looks great now.
Ransom's new swearing coaches. I think these are more backers.
It's the list of all the who swore here at the circus. I'm the only who can swear. All the rest have to pay up. It's my special custom-made clown makeup. I've already applied my goddamn makeup. I already used some. My hair looks perfect now. That doesn't seem to work. I don't want to pick that up. Very cozy. My maid changed the sheets today. It's a prototype Ransom the Clown doll. It's a perfect likeness of me. Well, maybe the nose is a bit too big. No time for a nap. I have to go on stage. What? You think this is Alice in Wonderland? Nothing inside. I only use... It's already open. Nothing inside. I only use it for popcorn anyway. The crap they sell here will keep you in the bathroom forever. Empty, but clean. Fridge assistant hasn't replenished my supply. No time for a cold one anyway.
Oh. Walk to poster over secret safe.
My circus poster, featuring the amazing Ransom the Clown. That's me, face. It came off the wall. My circus poster, featuring the amazing Ransom the... It's my closed safe where I keep all my money. That's a load of moolah. It's exactly $1,138 in unmarked bills.
Ransom, you jerk! I'll steal your clown nose again, that's what I'll do!
He is too far away.
Alright, give him the money.
Oh, so you decided to pay up?
Yeah, well, not much choice. Now where's my joke book?
Yeah, the jokes all suck. So how'd you get to be so famous with jokes like these?
Yeah? What do you know about being funny?
About as much as you do, which is nothing. Now scram, Clowny. You're scaring the customers.
Hang on.
Lots of prizes.
All right.
Hello, faces. I'm Ransom the insult clown. I hope no one gets their feelings hurt easily, and if you do, it's your own fault for not being able to take a joke.
Okay, we can point out that they're too obsessed with the pillow factory, call them fat, call them inbred freaks, snobs, point out their obsession with Chuck. You know what? I'm going to go with the
What's
Tron
the deal
machines.
with all these Tron machines? That's some great priorities you got there. Yeah, you can't cure cancer or help the blind see, but at least you don't have to wipe your own asses thanks to the Toiletron 3000! You guys are obsessed with this Chuck guy. Seriously, I haven't seen brainwashing like this since the Manson family. Blink twice. You want me to get help?
Okay, and then we can pick on somebody specifically. So there's a guy with a mustache, a guy in a wheelchair, and there's a lady with a huge nose, but I'm not sure who it is. Is it this lady, or... I don't know, that's slightly larger than the other noses in the crowd, but not huge by any means. Is he talking about the bird lady? You know what? I'm most curious
Hey, you, lady with the
who you're
huge
talking
nose.
to.
I say lady, but your beak suggests you're a toucan. You shouldn't have bought tickets for
I
the show
think it
tonight,
is that
Toots.
one up front
You should
because
be saving your
she's...
money for a rhinoplasty.
Yeah, she's crying now. Oh, and there's someone with a hairy mole. Well, with a mole.
Hey, you.
Let's check
you
the guy
a
with the
stupid
mustache.
You think you look like Magnum P.I.? A 70s porn star called. He wants his mustache back.
Oh, and let's make fun of the
Hey,
child.
you, kid with the ugly shirt. Are you colorblind? Your shirt is about to give me a seizure. I mean, I'm a clown, and even I wouldn't touch something that garish.
It's just red and white stripes. Okay,
Hey,
what
you,
about the lady
ugly
with
old
the...
lady with the hairy mole? Or is it
Oh,
your
she's the
parasitic
lady
twin?
down in
Whatever it
front.
is, I hope you bought a separate ticket. Because if it's big enough to ride the roller coaster by
Oh,
itself,
wait.
not freeloading in my audience.
You will be forever sorry for what you've just said. I curse you to never be able to remove your makeup and to roam these circus grounds until the end of time.
He went on for another 2 hours, insulting everyone he could. Some people laughed because they thought it was funny, but most laughed because they were uncomfortable, and laughing is the best way to hide from the embarrassment of others. But after the show, in his dressing room, there wasn't gonna be any laughter.
Ha! I killed tonight! One of my best shows ever! I hope that ugly old lady with a curse breaks a hip on the way home. Now to get this makeup off, hop on my private jet and go see my mistress Cindy in Aspen, yeah.
Yeah, it's not entirely clear how he's so successful,
What the?
given he's a clown.
This makeup isn't coming off! You old lady! You up the you come on.
As much as he tried, his makeup wouldn't come off. That old lady wasn't just any old lady. She was Madame Morena, mistress of the dark arts. When she curses you, it's not an empty threat. Something Ransom was just now finding out.
This makeup of that old lady!
Oh, he let go of the balloon.
Ransom, I've
Oh,
got some
he
bad
got
news.
it again.
What do you want, you bald, greedy little... Can't you see I'm having a problem? Grab a tissue and some rubbing alcohol and help me, you...
Your private jet crashed while trying to land. Your wife found out about your mistress, and she's taking everything you own except the house in Aspen. There was a fire in Aspen, and your house burned to the ground. The toy and doll licensing deal is dead, and they're suing you for breach. And one more thing. I quit.
What?
And go beep yourself.
Oh my. It's funny, there's actually a
And
DLC.
that's why Ransom the Clown is such a creep. And
Hang
you
on.
should go around.
Hold up, I want to show y'all something. Oh, let's see. Ah, Ransom Unbeeped is a DLC. There is a DLC to make him
Destined for
actually
murder.
swear.
That's an interesting story. We'll go check up on him.
Achievement unlocked, beep hole. Okay, I can't talk to the dude in the back.
Looks awful. Not like the New York dogs I'm used to. I'll have one of these hot dogs.
Good choice, honey. We're trying to move him out. Let me get that for you. Eat up, hun, while it's still hot.
Why do they insist on actually eating the hot dog? I just want to take it.
That is the worst hot dog I've ever eaten. I, gotta go.
Oh wait, there's another speck of
I
dust.
feel better now.
I didn't see it before.
It's my speck of dust.
Now I'm going to abandon Reyes's notebook because I want to explore more. That is obviously the way to progress the plot.
I'd rather wait for the hotel bathroom.
For a good time, Edna 3444.
I look good. It's a huge toilet. Seems out of scale.
Oh, we got some toilet paper.
Ugh. They're all used up. It's a huge toilet. I'd rather not. I can imagine what it looks like in there.
3444. Okay, so if I ever find a phone I can actually use.
I haven't seen Reyes for a while. Wonder what happened to him. I can't open that. Looks like they're open.
Quickie Pal.
Take it. It was a sample from a traveling animal repellent salesman. But I doubt if it actually works. I wouldn't want to find out. Welcome to Quickie Pal. Can I help you find anything?
There aren't any maps left.
Sorry, little dudette. The sheriff came by a bit ago and nabbed all the maps. Didn't even pay for them. Something about immature dominion or something like that. I like being on TV, don't you?
It's a video camera. It looks hungry. I don't have an extra finger, though. Better leave it be. That doesn't seem to work.
Let me know if I can help you.
I'd play if it were a sure thing. If I had something to mail, this might work. It's an "I'm sorry you're feeling like beep" card. No thanks. Not very nice for a greeting card.
Don't forget to smile at the camera. My boss likes happy people.
It's an "I'm sorry for forgetting your birthday" card. It's an "I'm sorry your hamster died" card. It's an "I'm sorry for being a dick." It's an "I'm sorry you were cut out of the inheritance" card. Isn't this kind of rubbing it in?
Let me know if I can help.
It's an "I'm sorry your face won't come off" card. There's a picture of a clown with a lot of hair.
There are some very specifically targeted...
Looks like a sorry lot of cards.
I personally am really fond of the chocolate bonbons.
Alright, let's talk
Hi
to
there.
Leonard.
I'm Quickie Pal Leonard. How can I help you?
I wonder what Reyes got himself into. Rookie mistake.
I'm not Holden, if that's what you're thinking.
These flickering lights are going to drive me insane.
Yeah, it's a trip, isn't it? Oh, they're even better if you get a little toked up and, I mean, yes, officer, I'll get those fixed right away.
So, what's your deal, Leonard?
Dude, how do you know my name? Are you, like, telepathic or something?
No, you just told me your name, and it's also on your name tag. Do you like your job here at the Quickie Pal?
Heck yeah! I got a freaking sweet deal here, with free coffee and minimum wage. Plus,
Dang.
I don't get many customers on the late shift, so I get plenty of time to think.
You don't
said you get a
do
lot of
much
time
of
to
it, I'm
think.
guessing, though.
I'm like an abstract thinker, way ahead of the curve, man. My mom says I should be more like my cousin Bernard, who got a scholarship to MIT. But why be like that dweeb when I could be like Chuck Edmund?
Tell me about Chuck.
He's my freaking hero, man. Dude never went to college, just started building his machines when he was a kid. That guy made this town rich just by doing what he loved.
What do you think about the state of the town?
Just ignore the losers who say this town is over. I mean, not even. We got everything a person could ever need here in the Quickie Pal for one.
Do you know anything about the body by the
Including
river?
a sleepy rat down
But
there
I
in
heard
front.
the sheriff nearly ralphed when he saw it. The only bods I've seen lately are the righteous babes at the top shelf of the magazine rack.
I'm not surprised the only women you see naked are in magazines. Have you seen anyone acting suspiciously around town?
Actually, now you mention it, I did see something suspicious a couple of nights ago. I was on the late shift getting ready to close up and grab some za when Willie the town bum walks in. Was
Ooh, I could
totally
go for some
whack when I
pizza.
think about it.
Why did Willie seem suspicious to you?
Well, normally we have to toss him out because the dude smells grody, and he never has any money. But for the first time in forever, Bro pulls out this wallet and flashes a fat stack of dead presidents. I thought it was kind of bitchin' when he bought out the liquor cabinet.
Could the wallet you saw have belonged to Willie?
Oh, no way. That wallet was his. I figured he got lucky and found it. Whoa, whoa, whoa. But come to think of it, I'm pretty sure the wallet had some weird red stains on it.
Okay,
At the time,
so if we
I
find
thought
the
it was the cherry
wallet-
mouthwash he drinks, but it could have been blood.
Yeah, if we find the
I'm going to
wallet,
look
that'll be
around your
one of the
store.
things that we can feed into the Bloodatron.
Not that I care, but I'm starting to get a bit worried about Reyes.
Wanna buy a fine leather jacket?
Oh, we can walk to the Vista. Or Vista. What's back here?
Whoa there, little Agent of Reno. You can't just go bumbling around the county without a map. It's too easy to get lost. There is a killerino on the loose.
Aren't there some donuts that need eating?
Well, you got me there. Oh, those donuts aren't gonna eat themselves. But we have laws around here, and everyone is required to have an official map.
A map? Seriously?
Oh, yes, and not just any map, but an official map.
And where would I find this official map?
Well, the county is plumberino out of them. I guess this really messes up your investigation. I'm sure the head office will understand, Reno. Shall I mark the case as unsolved?
Not a chance. The feds never give up. Or should I say, the Federinos never give up.
I see. Now you're mocking me.
Where do I find an official map?
Well,
I am a federal agent. I can take care of myself.
and a darn fine agent, I'm sure of. But we have laws around here.
Yeah, you're right. I'll head back to town and find a map.
Ooh, donuts do sound good.
Okay. I guess I better walk into the alley, find his notebook.
Definitely Reyes's notebook. Tempting. But no. Maybe the excitement was too much for Reyes and he left town. I'm not opening up that disgusting trash can. I can't open that. It's an empty box. Pretty disgusting.
Okay. Well, he's not back there. And he was carrying 2 specks of dust, so we really do need to find him. I won't go losing specks of dust that easily. Those are mine.
There's nothing up ahead but road. The town's in the
She had investigating the sewers on her notes.
That's disgusting. Better take a deep breath.
Oh, she can go in.
Some kind of knob or valve. Looks rusty and immovable. I don't want to look too closely, in case something comes out. Exposed wires that look kind of dangerous.
Where's the lick option?
I don't want to pick that up.
Oh, dang. There's a lot of stuff over
By
here to look
Howard
at.
the Duck at the Laserdisc Chalet. Signed by crowd member number 453, Ron Gilbert. If you are reading this, turn back immediately. Sewers are no place for people who bother to read. Well, I'm getting what I wanted. To be the only agent on the case. An ad for Smart Buy Electronics. Buy 6 for the price of 1. No wonder they went out of business. An article from 1972 about the factory fire. But the text is faded, so I can't read it. This must be where any water drains to. Promotions from businesses that closed down in town. Looks like this valve has been welded into position forever. This valve has also been welded into position.
Another speck of dust.
It's my specks of dust.
We've got 4 of them between our 2 characters now.
Important safety measure to make sure that people wandering sewers don't walk into a pile of dirt accidentally. I don't need the extra safety of a cone. A pile of dirt. There's already enough dirt on me just from walking through these sewers.
Oh, wait. That's another one. She has 3 now.
This explains a lot about this wonky town. I'll just grab a little for later.
Okay, we have a mushroom now.
I can't turn it. Another welded valve. Why have so many of these valves been welded up? Looks like it's lost a couple of strings. I don't have a warrant for a badly tuned violin. Those bags don't look very interesting. I don't have a warrant for random bags. There's something here. An ice pick. This could be the murder weapon. Useful in case Willie ever moves house. This could be the murder weapon. We should dust it for prints. These bags look like an adventure game red herring. My nose tells me that my eyes don't want to look at that. I don't have a warrant for stinky shoes.
I have 4 more. I have 4 on her now. She's got so many specks of dust.
It's an inaccessible grate, probably leading to more boring tunnels. Not tonight. Gotta stay focused.
On any other night, she would obviously be more than happy to use the trippy mushroom. Another speck of dust.
It's a speck of dust.
Wait, it might be easier to... was thinking it might be easier to spot the specks of dust if we were... Oh, she was just telling me that maybe I should just switch to Reyes.
Freshly cut.
Oh, and there's a drag mark.
There are signs of a struggle here. This is clearly a drag mark. The victim was obviously knocked out here, then dragged over to the stream. I don't see any blood, so I think he was actually killed in the water. It's an empty whiskey bottle.
Huh.
No thanks.
Gotta keep my eye out for specks of dust, though. Like, that's genuinely all I'm really concerned with here. Nah, until I actually have something to gain access to the crypt there.
Maybe you should just try switching to Reyes. The button is in the upper right corner.
No, I'm doing things here. I'm trying to find all the specks of dust. I get that I should be switching, but there's probably some speck of dust that I should... that I've, like...
It's locked. It's the back door to the diner. What
There's probably some speck of dust that I just have passed several times without noticing. Okay, I got another speck of dust. So this investigation is going pretty well. Wow. She rebranded already.
The doors are locked, and nobody's inside.
Another one.
Look, maybe you should just try switching to Reyes. The button is in the upper right corner.
Yeah.
There's no path beyond this point. It just looks like unfinished temp art from a cut room. That Ransom the Clown isn't very popular around here. It says he eats tuna. It's my specks of dust.
Dang, she's got so many more specks of dust than he does. She's definitely gonna be the one to solve this case. Like,
We
at the start,
interrupt
I
our
didn't
hostile
really like
takeover
it.
non-stop music with this important message. Strange signals are being transmitted by the government over the airwaves. We've taken over the radio station until they stop. And now back to our special...
Yeah, You know, just based on the number of specks of dust she's collected as compared to him.
One sheet is enough.
Since when?
No way am I gonna look in there. I can smell it from here. It's in use.
Welcome to Quickie Pal. Can I help you find anything?
Look. Maybe you should just try switching to Reyes.
Oh, hang on.
Your button is in the upper
You
right
got another
corner.
speck of dust. Sorry. Like, I get that that's what you want me to do, but I'm just here for the dust. And see, there's another one. Okay. Now I will switch to Reyes. I was in there already.
I need to stay focused and solve this murder so I can do what I need to do. It's made of plastic. No murder here. An arm extended in friendship or supplication? Hard to tell. Certainly looks fake. Didn't I just see this valve? I can't turn this one either. The only thing I'd get from poking around these boxes is a case of sneezes. It's a sturdy, impenetrable gate. I can't budge it. Looks like someone knew I was gonna get stuck down here. Unless my kidnapper wrote that as a trap. Only one way to find out, I guess. I'd say that leads somewhere I don't want to go. I'm looking for an escape route, but I'm looking to go up, not down.
Andreas M. Wenchik or something. Hold up. Okay, first things first. Edna is 3444.
It needs a dime to work. I can't... I can see a Quickie Pal store. Lots of valves, but no steam.
Oh, and there's a dime right there.
That grate won't come off. It's sealed shut. No way to open it.
I can't reach that. Looks pretty dark down there. Wait, I see Reyes.
Agent Ray, I have sort of a situation here.
Of course you do, rookie. How's the smell down there?
It's not pleasant.
Try not to get any crap on your suit. If I have to spend the rest of the evening with you, I prefer you not smell like raw sewage.
I think it's a little late for that.
How's the rat situation? They haven't gnawed your face off yet, have they?
What? Rats can do that?
Oh, sure. Rats love eating human flesh.
Del diablo, you gotta help me!
I'll do what I can. In the meantime, sit tight and tuck your pant legs into your socks. That's how they get you. Try not to panic, Reyes.
Panic? I'm not panicking. Just because there are flesh-eating rats and raw sewage in here, and gators, germs, toxic fumes, and a risk of the tunnels collapsing. So yeah, I'm totally not panicking. I am as cool as a cucumber.
What the hell happened? You better not be screwing up my case, Reyes.
I'm not. I swear. I was in the alley behind the diner looking for clues, totally following Agent Protocol, and I was jumped. They knocked me out cold.
Are you okay? No injuries that will require you to stop working the case?
I don't think so.
Damn. Not bleeding out and about to die or anything?
I thought the playable characters couldn't die in adventure games.
That depends on who was making them. But unfortunately, I think you'll be all right. Did you get a look at the guy who whacked you?
No. They hit me from behind, so I never saw their face. Might not have even been a guy.
Good point. A girl could easily take your scrawny ass out.
Hey!
So we're looking for a suspect of unknown gender, age, race, height, and weight. Great job as always, Agent Reyes. I'll be back.
I'll be here if you need me. Agent Ray is right there, still waiting to help me.
Oh, hang on, we got a speck of dust. And another.
Hello? Hello? Someone there? There's no heavy breathing. Let me show you how you do it. Hello? Is this the sheriff again? Hello? Hello? Someone there? There's no heavy breathing. Let me show you how you do it. Hello? Is this the sheriff again? Hello? Hello? Someone there? There's no heavy breathing. Let me show you how you...
There's a dime in the coin return.
Oh, yeah, they didn't want me to get dead-ended. Anyway, I need to find the payphone, which I think was down B Street. Ah. Because Andreas M.W. something or other. And these all seem to be arranged by first names, so... Oh, there are several Andreases. 2234.
It's a dime. Help! I'm trapped in the sewer. Please call the authorities and let them know. You'll notify someone? Thanks. An empty coin return slot.
I got an emergency call about someone being locked in the sewer. I should have expected, Reno, it was you. I don't like being interrupted when wrestling is on.
Ah, hello, Sheriff. Am I glad to see you?
This case doesn't seem like something the feds would be interested in, Now, you should head back to the home office of Reno before you get hurt. There is a killer on the loose.
Good advice, Sheriff, but can you get me out of here?
Sure, just follow me. Oh, I will need to blindfold you.
Nothing about this town surprises me anymore.
Oh, there's a bus leaving in a few hours. I think we can handle the investigation from here, Reno.
Achievement unlocked. Great escape. Alright, where's my partner? Okay, maybe we can swing things in the right direction.
We've got a
now.
killer to catch. Well, I need to get back to solving this case. Thanks for the dust.
Okay. Now we can talk to her.
There really is a home office in Albuquerque.
Sure there is.
We need to find a map. Maybe we should work together on this.
Against my better judgment, working together on this might be the quickest way to get the hell out of this town.
There is something odd about this town.
There is something deeper going on here.
We should go talk to that clown.
Why don't you let me handle the interviews?
I'm more than capable. We should go talk to that game programmer.
You're a little eager beaver, aren't you?
It's an honor to work with you, Agent Ray.
Sit back and watch. Maybe you'll learn something.
Any idea what these
Hey.
stacks of dust are?
You're not picking them up, are you? They could be deadly.
I really want to get this case solved as soon as possible.
You're a little eager beaver, aren't you?
Well, I need to get back to solving this case.
Okay, we've got the... I mean, it's pretty straightforward at this point since we have the vacuum tube. Give it to the
Here's
bigger
your
pigeon.
WC672.
Hey, I was trying to give it to the bigger pigeon.
Oh, fixed. Here's our card in case you need any more plumbing help.
We'll just clean up here and be gone soon.
It's stuck. It's a pretty big vacuum tube. It's a water hydrant with a strangely glowing tube on top.
No time to talk.
We have to tidy up and split like a wishbone.
Yeah, little pigeon humor.
Pigeon Brothers Plumbing, electrical and paranormal investigations. We don't monkey wretch around.
Oh, we got access to A Street, and suddenly we're getting a cutscene.
The bar's out of business. Too bad. A root beer would have been nice.
Got another speck of dust.
Key ceremony at City Hall. Come and watch beloved entrepreneur Reno Chuck Edmund receive the key to the town for his contributions to the local economy. Complimentary shrimp buffet for attendees at the Edmund Hotel after the ceremony. Playtime is over at the Park Arcade. Blast bad guys in a tournament of our latest game, Die Enemy Die. Highest scorer gets free tokens all night. Wanted. Boost donations. Help out old Willie with a contribution straight to his liver. Come find me by the burning trash can near Occult Books. Turn your dials to KSCUM 198.7 FM for the gnarliest hits from local artists. DJ Cassie says, I hope you like Tuna Head. Stupendous Brothers Traveling Circus. Headline act, Ransom the Insult Clown. Minors must be accompanied by an adult, and if you're offended, it's your own beeping fault. Pigeon Brothers Plumbing. Dad wanted sons, but he got daughters. So let us fix your leaking waters. With our latest Wrenchtron 3000 technology, we can fix paranormal emergencies, possibly. Bust on down to the bakery, cause Ricky's Cakes is going out of business. The hotcakes are not as popular as we expected, so we're selling in bulk. 50% discount on thimbleberry pie when you grab one of Ricky's sticky buns. It's full of articles. Some of them look quite old. Your sheriff wants you to be clean and greenerino.
I'm just
Don't
curious
litter on the
what's going
highway or
on. I'm sorry I'm not
vandalize the storefronts.
talking more.
You
but-
should also wear better clothes. Paid for by the Lenore Edmund Mulch beautification of Thimbleweed Park project. Razor and the Skemettes playing live at the hitching post. Support by GT and the suction cups. Mechanical bull rides free all night. Roses are red, pillows are white. Get our special bundle and stay up all night. $50 Valentine's special at Fancy Nancy Flowers, sponsored by Pillowtronics. Safely First Savings, where saving safely is saving smartly. Please note that homeless people and tentacle creatures are not eligible for small business loans. It's a door. I don't want to open it.
Madam Morena says I told you so as Sheriff eats hat after stunning TV wrestling defeat. Botulism scandal at S&D Diner. Compromising mime caught in compromising clown car caper. 21 accomplices sought. Riot at the hitching post after erroneous razor and the Skemettes sighting. Local groundskeeper wins Holy Award. Doug Braverman has won the long overdue award. Good for Doug.
It's a Color Copytron 3000. These must contain journalistic gold, or old classified ads.
Baby gators escape from Pet Emporium. Are the sewers their new home? Nice. Mystery violin music is driving townsfolk mad, say local conspiracy theorists.
Welcome to the Thimbleweed Nickel. 8 years of
the
experience
heck?
and 2 degrees in journalism tells me you're a Fed.
Hang on.
Nice chat.
I didn't
Got a
mean
murder
to
to solve.
start. Chuck Edmund wins $1 million in Quickie Pal Lotto using his lucky number 99. Lenore Edmund arrested for DUI as she screamed, "Do you know who I am?" Skunk sets off smoke alarm in Quickie Pal bathroom. Quickie Pal Leonard oblivious. Occult oddball Madame Moreno warns town of purple meteor strike in the coming days. Ransom's fans fork out for record-breaking FCC fine after non-stop beat you tirade. Cryptozoologist mistakes local plumber for were pigeon. Lawsuit pending.
It's a map of the Thimbleweed Park County area.
Do you know this map is a priceless first edition? Please, don't touch.
Thimbleweed Nickel, established 19...
Please don't mess with the police scanner. I'm waiting for a call from the sheriff's office about a woman in town throwing something on the ground. Can I help you?
Let's talk to Natalie. Why can't I take your map?
I'm a federal agent.
Okay, that's actually 2 questions. First, being a federal agent doesn't mean you can waltz into a newspaper office and take their map. We have a little thing called the 4th Amendment. And second, that's a priceless original. If you want a map, check the Quickie Pal.
Can I, as a private citizen, please have your map?
Nope, it's a priceless original.
Do you offer home delivery?
Why? You plan on moving here?
The town's got a charm to it. We'll need a complete press blackout.
Not with the First Amendment still in place. The core of a strong democracy is a strong press.
Don't you mean the 5th Amendment?
Nope. That sets out rules for indictment by grand jury in eminent domain and protects the right to due process.
Don't you mean the 6th Amendment?
Nope. That protects the right to a fair and speedy public trial by jury, including the rights to be notified of the accusations, to confront the accuser, and to retain counsel.
Don't you mean the 15th Amendment?
Nope. That prohibits the denial of the right to vote based on race, color, or previous condition of servitude.
Don't you mean the 14th Amendment?
Will I go through all of them?
That defines citizenship, contains the Privileges or Immunities Clause, the Due Process Clause, and the Equal Protection Clause.
Don't you mean the 11th?
No, that makes states immune from suits from out-of-state citizens and foreigners not living within the state borders, and lays the foundation for sovereign immunity.
Don't you mean the 20th?
Nope, that repeals the 18th Amendment, once again allowing the sale of alcohol.
Don't you mean the...
Nope, that prohibits excessive fines and excessive bail, as well as cruel and unusual punishment.
Okay.
We're here investigating the murder. Know anything?
Not much. Just what I heard over the police scanner. Body found in the river. I'll send my best reporter to check it out in the morning. Know who my best reporter is?
You? Clark Kent?
If this damn town wasn't such a podunk, I'd have a couple of Pulitzers by now.
Nice chatting. Got a murder to solve.
Okay, well... Nothing to do there, I suppose.
All boarded up, and I can't see anything. I don't know why. Laser discs are the future. Totally boarded up. Nothing to see here. It's a door.
Please.
You got any loose change? Have you seen my dime?
Looks like they're having a big sale in there.
You got any ransom swag?
This has got to be a fire hazard.
You got any loose change?
He doesn't want it.
You got any second-hand crystals?
I'm a federal agent, and I have some questions for you.
Um...
Tell me what you know about Chuck.
The man was an ass, and I'm glad he died of a heart attack. He
Wow.
ruined my life over nothing.
How did Chuck ruin your life?
Mr. Edmund made sure I was blacklisted in Thimbleweed Park. My so-called friends turned their backs on me. My watch repair business mysteriously burnt down, and I lost everything. Couldn't get dinner reservations, let alone a job. In the end, all I had left of my old life was my beloved Stradivarius.
Why did Chuck try to ruin you?
I took his girlfriend out to see that lame insult clown one night. But in my defense, Chuck changed girlfriends more often than he changed shirts. Well, how was I supposed to know she was flavor of the month for the Pillatronics Playboy?
Dang.
What's that in your pocket? Looks like a wallet.
I don't have a wallet. I'm a bum.
I can see something is in your pocket.
Maybe I'm just happy to see you.
Oh no.
It looks like something with blood on it.
That's not blood, just river mud.
A river like the one by Trestle Trail where the body was found?
Well, well, I can't give it to you. What would I put my money in?
I don't care.
See? It's not so easy, is it, Hotshot?
I've had enough. I'm a federal agent. Hand over the bloody wallet.
Well, I may be a drunk bum, but I know my rights, and you need a warrant. Now look, you find me another wallet to keep all personals in, and this one is yours. It's coming apart anyway, not like those amazing Ransom the Clown wallets they used to sell before his career hit the skids. Now, Ransom was an adulterer, a cheat, and complete... But he licensed good wallets.
We'll play it your way. For now.
Okay.
Where do you sleep at night?
I have a premium bit of cardboard real estate in the nicest part of the sewers. I've had almost no gator attacks, and there's even a grate for ventilation, so my sewer lung is even better than ever.
You know anything about the body found by the bridge?
A body? I thought that was a log wearing a suit.
We'll talk later. Don't leave town.
Where would I go? Hey,
this has got to be a fire hazard.
You got any rent? Thank you. You got any second-hand crystals? You got any gluten-free donuts?
It's a slot for mail. Not much else to see. It's a sticky tape dispenser. It's...
that tape is for official government business only.
It's a postal scale. I don't want to pick that up. Post office boxes for rent. 2 for 1 special. Rent a box, and we promise not to peek inside your mail. They're boxes waiting to be shipped. No, they're fine where they are. No, they're fine where they are. They're boxes waiting to be shipped or picked up, but not by anyone in this game. Excuse me.
Be with you in a second. Yeah, I'm pretty swamped right now. How can I help?
Not many good postal jokes.
Oh, you bet I do. Why are postal workers such great comedians? They have a special delivery, huh? Get it?
Good one. Why is there so much mail to sort when the town seems deserted?
That's classified information. As a federal agent, you should know it's my duty to uphold the privacy and the sanctity of the mail. Unless it pertains to an investigation and you have all the necessary paperwork, I can't help you.
Who is all this mail addressed to?
I can't tell you. It would be a federal crime. Or is this some sort of sting to catch crooked mail clerks? Because I keep things ship-shape here in the Thimbleweed branch, so there's no need to worry about us here.
Tell me a good postal joke.
What did the mailman say to the customer who asked if he could ship a donkey in the mail? They told her they'd haul ass and find out.
Oh no.
Another good one. I'm a federal agent. Know anything about the body out by the bridge?
You're a federal agent? I work for Uncle Sam too. As one government agent to another, I'll do what I can to assist.
Do you know anything about the body out by the bridge?
No, everyone in town is still collecting their mail as usual. No one from my route is missing, and I would definitely notice if they were. I mean, not to brag, but I did consider joining the feds. It's just not as prestigious or as challenging as postal work.
Thanks for your help. We'll be back if we have any more
Okay.
questions.
So I'm sure at some point I'll need to get something from him.
You got any second-hand crystals?
It says occult books.
The future is never written.
It looks pretty ratty. And I do mean ratty. A mysterious force must be holding it in place. A mysterious force must be holding it in place. Not getting any closer to that. It's on cursed wheels.
Everything
No way
in
I'm
here is
touching it.
cursed.
This head seems almost alive. I think I saw it move. Oh, creepy. It's a bottle of eye drops. It's a package of tea.
Okay, so I can pick up the eye drops and the tea.
Welcome to the Thimbleweed Park Occult Bookstore. I'm Madame Marina. Are you here for the hexes, the summer blowout sale, or based on those suits you're wearing, my tax records? I don't get too many visits from suited and booted federal agents these days.
I'm Agent Reyes. I'm just here to ask a few questions, ma'am.
Well, all right then. How can I help?
I'm hoping to make it through this chapter during this stream. That's the goal at the moment, but the stream's only gonna go for a bit longer. You know anything about the body by the river?
What is this place?
It's the county's primary source of occult books, knowledge, and services. You need hexes, curses, cure-alls, or curios? You come to me. You need voodoo, hoodoo, fortunes, or flim-flams? You come to me.
Fascinating.
You need cough drops or coffee filters? Yeah, you go to the Quickie Pal.
Speaking of the Quickie Pal, we do need to stop there.
Tell me about yourself, Madame Marina.
There's not much to tell. I set up my shop in Thimbleweed after finessing my craft on the road for many years. After all, there's only so many nights you can vomit peyote and pull cactus needles out of your ass in the desert before it becomes old news.
How did you get into the occult?
I suppose when I realized I could get baked and make money doing it.
I thought it was a serious spiritual practice.
I don't know what to tell you, dear. I like tripping balls. And with the money I rake in from my curses, I'm gonna retire on a yacht in the Bahamas.
We do have that funky mushroom that we could give her.
Why did you set up shop here?
The vibrations. This town has a dark and weird energy, which makes it perfect for occult business.
Do you mean an energy like the signals I've been hearing about?
No. Those signals sparking through the air lately are something else altogether. I don't know what they mean, but I know it isn't good.
Can you really hex people?
I sure can, no matter what the Consumer Watchdog Service says. Might not always come out exactly as you want, but spirits work in mysterious ways. So if you have any complaints, take it up with them.
Did you hex ransom the clown?
I'm very proud of that curse. He was being a jerk and he needed a little beat down with the karma bat.
I think a permanently cursed face might have been more than a little beating, ma'am.
You want a taste of my karma bat, Agent Reyes?
No, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am. Do you know anything about the body by the river?
I know everything that goes on around here.
Great! So, you know who was involved in the murder?
Okay, so I don't know everything right this minute. But if you're willing to get your hands a little dirty, I can find the answers you're looking for.
What do you need to help us find the killer? I don't want to break agent protocol, but we really need a lead in this case.
I need to go on a vision quest to find the answer. But I can't really reach out into the void without a little bit of assistance. If you can get me an agaricus fungus visionum delectamentum mushroom from the sewers, I might be able to help.
Yeah, I knew we needed to give her a mushroom.
And your point is?
Goodbye.
Alright, so we got a couple of things that we can do real quick. The first is to go and check out that Quickie Mart.
Welcome to Quickie Pal. Can I help you find anything? How can I help you?
I'm Junior Special Agent Reyes.
I'm not Holden, if that's what you're thinking.
Do you have any maps of the county?
Oh, sorry, dude. We're all out of them. Didn't even pay
I'm going to look around your store.
Let me know if I can help you find anything.
I need to stay focused and solve this murder so I can get on with my plan.
I wonder if we're going to find out what her plan is. Anyway, she's got the mushroom, so let's take her to the occult lady.
Loose change?
Oh, hang on. We can go further this way.
The monkey paw knows.
I think I found your mushrooms.
Sweet. Hand it over and we'll see what answers the void offers today.
Well, who's the scumbag that did it?
Unless the killer was a rainbow dragon powered by starshine, I can't help you. But thanks for the shrooms. Leonard and I are gonna have a blast tonight.
I should have you arrested for possession.
Fantastic. I'm sure my dealer will make a great witness.
You win this round, witchy woman. Goodbye.
Okay, so that was the wrong option. Oh, I suppose I could probably give Reyes back his notebook.
It's already closed.
Oh, I meant to hit the open button.
You got any loose change? Have you seen my dime?
I'm a federal agent, and I have some questions for you. Tell me what you know about a guy named...
The man was an hero.
You know anything about the body found by the...
A body?
We'll talk later. Don't leave town.
Where would I go? You got any loose change? Hey, that's my favorite brand. Too bad it's empty.
Okay, hang on. I think I need to get those... I think I need to get the two agents back in the same, space. So I think we need to pass some stuff between them.
I hate this town.
Okay. Give him the empty whiskey bottle and the toilet paper.
Oh, I love carrying stuff.
And the ice pick. And I guess we can give him his notebook too.
Oh, my notebook. I thought I'd lost that for good. These means a lot to me. Thank.
Tuna can, Atari cartridge, bear repellent. Okay, and then we switch back to him. He's got the same things here. Oh, so we can get a swab of blood from the dead body. That's probably what the toilet paper is for. Insert fingerprint taken from the murder weapon. Okay, so hang on.
The prints are really clear.
So hang on, I gotta double check the notes again. Okay, so I have to lift the fingerprint from it.
It doesn't work with that.
Okay. I wish that was fast travel. So yeah, we lost the... We no longer have the pigeon people.
That worked. I have a blood sample. It's soaked with the dead body's blood. What a mess.
Oh, I can just straight up use the package of tea. Like...
Je ne savais pas que je pouvais parler français.
Okay, I'm going to put the parts that I can back into the, different machines, just so I can get them out of my... Oh, gotta go, Rafkin? Well, thanks for hanging out while you could. I think I probably missed that message by a good minute, because I wasn't paying enough attention. Okay. Let me use the photo in the Facetron.
It won't fit in the slot.
Okay, I've got one idea, which is to use the tape from the post office to lift the fingerprints. But I'm not sure. Oh my. Did y'all see that? The Coronerino just snuck out.
It's my specks of dust. I'd have to pick it up first.
Well, since you're with the government, I guess you're entitled to some tape. Just go easy on it. We're almost out.
Okay. Oh, hang on. Okay, we got that. Okay, so now we've got the fingerprints from the ice pick. So we can fill in one thing here. We can know whose fingerprints are on the ice pick. Fingertron report. Murder weapon fingerprint. The fingerprint on this murder weapon belongs to Willie T. Winnow. Accuracy 100%. So is that the homeless dude?
You got any gluten-free donuts? You got any gluten-free donuts?
I don't want to give away evidence.
Hey, buy me a drink?
Yeah, so those are definitely his fingerprints on that.
You got any ransom swag?
I still have the brush, but no more fingerprint powder. And it's missing the fingerprint tape.
Oh, wait.
That doesn't seem to work. I still have the brush, but no more fingerprint powder. And it's missing the fingerprint tape.
Okay, so we've got no more fingerprinting powder.
You got any ransom swag? Have you seen my dime?
I feel like the big challenge with this is honestly just the quantity of information that you have to keep track of.
Pretty disgusting. It's an empty box. I'm not opening up that disgusting trap. I can't open that.
We interrupt our hostile takeover non-stop music with this important...
No way am I going to eat another one of those.
We just don't know where
I
they
don't
are
want
coming
to eat
from.
it.
What
I
can I
want
do
to
for
pick
you,
it
honey?
up.
Thanks for your help. We'll be back if we have any more questions.
Anytime.
For a second there, I thought maybe we could do something with that painting in the background there. I wonder if the specks of dust are actually going to be used.
That doesn't seem to work. There's no more fingerprint powder left.
Like, I wonder if the specks of dust will work as fingerprint powder.
Hey there! Let's go over to the counter where we can talk. Well, hi! Welcome to Ricky's YouTube.
Your new sign looks good.
Oh, yeah. I was just super grateful you feds came and helped me out with that. I was really stuck on picking a name. You city folk sure are slick with your wordplay and your machine-washable suits.
Why were you having such a hard time with the name?
Well, I'm not the most creative person. I mean, my bakery was called Ricky's Cakes, after all. I was trying to be clever with my new brand, but I'm no marketing hotshot. That's for darn sure.
Whoa! How did you get the sign painted so fast?
I just called the Pigeon Brother Sisters.
I thought they were plumbers.
Oh, no. They do all sorts of jobs like painting, electrical, paranormal investigations. You know, that kind of thing.
That's all for now. Don't leave town.
Okay, hon. Just holler if you need me.
Okay. It's been a minute since I visited the bus stop. The lady who was here before is gone.
There's no path beyond this point. It just looks like unfinished stamp art from a cut room. Saves wildlife.
Wait, so some of these things I can literally just throw away.
Throw it away? I don't think so. Throwing it away.
Oh, wait, I've got signal here?
I don't need this.
Oh, wow, I can throw away a bunch of stuff. Hang on, can I throw away his notebook? No, I can't.
Pigeon Brothers Plumbing. Electrical and paranormal investigations. We don't monkey wretch around. Huh. Look us up in the phone book for help. It's a bottle of Eric's Eye Magic Special Drops. The label says, restores your vision with a soothing river of tears. Side effects may invoke painful memories. Ah, that stings! I miss my father. I never really knew him, and he won't leave my thoughts. Wow, I feel better. The label says Hao Ling King Yao Tea, a magical tea. Gives you the... The doors are locked. Nobody's inside.
I feel like whatever has to happen has to be here at the Quickie Pal.
It stings. I miss my... I never... Wow. I feel better. One sheet is enough. We've got a killer to catch.
Maybe I'm on a part that's like,
Better not. Might remove the prints.
Welcome to Quickie Pal. Can I help you find anything?
That doesn't seem to work.
Wanna buy a fine leather jacket?
Oh, guess I'm on camera.
Let me know if I can help you find anything.
I'd play if it were a sure thing. I don't want to pick that up.
Let me know if I can help you find anything. How can I help you? I'm not Holden, if that's what you're thinking.
Do you know anything about the body bag?
No, but I heard the sheriff. The only bods I've seen lately.
Have you seen any?
Actually, I was on the lake. Was totally.
Why did Willie seem suspicious to you?
Well, normally we have to toss him out because the dude smells grody, and he never has any money. But for the first time in forever, bro pulls out this wallet and flashes a fat stack of dead presidents. I thought it was kind of bitchin' when he bought out the liquor cabinet.
Could the wallet you saw have belonged to Willie?
Oh, no way. Whoa. At the time, I thought it was the...
Tell me a bit about your...
Dude, are you like...
No. Do you like your...
Heck yeah. Plus,
You said you get a...
I'm like... My mom said... But why...
Tell me about...
He's my... Dude, never... That guy...
You seem to...
That's... I don't want to live my life for the man like some peon in a polyester cage. No offense.
None taken. Do you have any maps of the county?
Oh, sorry, dude. Sheriff Arena.
I'm going to look around your store. It's an I'm sorry for forgetting your birthday card. It's an I'm sorry your hamster died. It's an I'm sorry for being a... It's an I'm sorry you're feeling like a... It's an I'm sorry your face won't... It's an I'm sorry you were cut out of the inheritance card.
How about that sunset?
Whatever.
Okay, so based on the fact that
Well, I need
it's
to get back
saying
to
we
solving this
should work
case.
together on the map thing, maybe what I need to do is get both of them in the store?
I need to stay focused and solve this murder so I can get on with my...
Before I do that, let's look at the Quickie Pal.
Welcome to Quickie Pal. Can I help you find anything?
Nah, it doesn't look like it.
Behind jaggy lines from Mucus Phlegm Games? I don't get it. Who'd ever let a game be named that? It's a map of the Thimbleweed Park County area.
Can I help you?
Can I, as a private citizen, please have your map?
Nope, it's a priceless original.
Don't you mean the Sixth Amendment?
Nope, that protects the right to a fair and speedy public trial by jury.
Nice chatting. Got a murder to solve.
I know it's beautiful, but you can't remove it. Welcome to the Thimbleweed Nickel. 8 years of experience and 2 degrees in journalism tells me you're a Fed.
We're here investigating the murder.
Not much, just what I body found. I'll send my best know who my best...
You?
If this damn town wasn't...
Do you offer home delivery?
Why? You
Not. Nice chatting. Got a murder to solve.
Hang on, the Copytron is right
It's a
here.
color Copytron 3000. I have to put something on it to copy first.
Like, if I could just copy the map, that would be great.
It doesn't work in that.
Alright, I'm kinda stuck. I'm gonna go use one of those hint things. I don't find this
It says,
that
need
interesting.
help playing Thimbleweed Park? Call the fully automated Hintron 3. This makes...
4468.
Welcome to the fully automated Hintron 3000 system. We aim to make your experience playing Thimbleweed Park easier. If you're ever stuck on a puzzle or don't know what to do, phone us. The hints here will change depending on which part you are currently playing. If you can find a hint you're looking for, it's because you don't need to solve it right now. You can always just hang up when you're done. My feelings won't be hurt much. How can I help you? So, the journalist won't let you take the map. How can you get rid of her?
Okay, so I need to find a way to distract her. Let's see what the options are. Wait. She listens to the police scanner. Maybe there's something we can do with that.
Ugh. Smells awful.
Okay, hold up.
Breaker 19. Breaker. Attention all units. Enough screwing around. I've got a case to solve.
Okay, hang on.
Daisy, Daisy, give me your answer due. I'm half crazy, all for the love of you. A bicycle built for two. Attention all units.
See the man out by the old circus.
Enough screwing around.
Please don't mess with the police scanner. I'm waiting for a call from the sheriff's office about a woman in town throwing something on the ground.
Ah, cool. That's it. Okay.
Attention all units.
Woman in town throwing pizza
It's
flyers
not
on the
much,
ground.
but we're short a story on page 4. I'll be back soon. Don't you touch my map.
Okay, so now we take the map. Use the county map on the Copytron.
What a nice copy. And in color too.
Oh my gosh, I've got 4 of them. Okay, we got the county map. And I'll give one to... I'll give 2 of them...
Like I don't have enough to carry already. Like I don't have enough to carry
her.
already.
That way we each have some. And now that we have the county map, the rest of the area opens up for us. I want to see if that reporter lady is actually over here now. So that'd be interesting. Alright, we're probably going to wrap it up pretty soon here. I think now that I've got the map, I'm going to go ahead and enter the next area. We'll see what that triggers, if anything. And then once we've got that, once we've triggered that, we'll call it a night.
Whoa there, little Agent Reno. Like I said before, you can't just go bumbling around the county without a map.
I have an official map.
An official map right here.
Oh, I see. Well, that looks legit, Reno. Odd. I thought yeah, well, I guess the law is the law. I guess I'd better return all these maps to the Quickie Pal.
Alright. We've unlocked part 3. I think we're gonna call it there.
I feel like we're getting close to cracking this case.
The only thing you're getting close to cracking is my patience with you.
Let's work together and I can get on with my... we can get out of this town as quickly as possible.
Agreed.
We need to identify the body using the Facetron with a photo of the body and the victim's photo ID.
You mean like a driver's license or passport?
Or Burger Shack loyalty card, recognized around the world? We have a fingerprint report.
Sure.
We need a blood match, using the Bloodtron with a blood swab from the body and Willie's blood wallet.
Yep.
Let's get cracking.
All right. I think we're gonna call it there. Oh, I didn't mean to exit out that much. Well, that was interesting. I guess we'll see what happens next time. I had another game that I was thinking about playing. Who knows, we might mix it up, play one or the other different days, or I'll just finish this. I don't know. But regardless, thanks everyone who came to hang out and chat and everything. Yeah, we don't have anyone to raid, so we'll just call it there. Appreciate y'all, and I hope to see y'all next time. Later, folks.